Snot and Boogers' Wow Words for Curious by Pip Noble. Please subscribe. Booger said, "Hey Snotto, what's that peculiar sound?" Snotty Poo said, Big Booger, it's very unfamiliar. I know it's not Cyclone Alfred though, as that has been delayed. The sound could be lots of birds doing a warning call for the humans that live in Queensland and northern New South Wales to indicate that Alfred is coming. Booger said, "No, Snotty Poo, all the birds have skedaddled, left the humans to defend for themselves." Booger says, "Hey Snooty, this little human is captivated by what she's doing." Snooty says, "As I told you, Big Booger, humans are waiting very patiently for the cyclone. I can see that they've done their prepping though. This little human is making a strange machine. Maybe it's to scare off Cyclone Alfred." Big Booger said, "Hey Snooty Poo, I'm inspired by this magnificent spider's web." Snooty Poo said, "Yes, Big Booger, I hear they are extremely robust and can withstand lots and lots of rain. However, I think Alfred will damage this web. Poor Spidey." Booger said, "Hey Snooty, this little human looks very inquisitive." Snooty said, "Yes, Big Booger, I can tell that his mind is ticking over. He appears to be interested in aeroplanes. Maybe to eventually fly away from any natural disaster. That's it. He's thinking, I could defeat you, Cyclone Alfred." Big Booger said, "Hey Snooty Poo, isn't it bizarre that the majority of food that Earth humans eat originate from bees?" Snooty Poo said, "Yes, Big Booger. It's mystifying how they collect pollen from each flower for pollination to occur." Booger Wooger said, "Wow, Snooty, that huge gap between the walking trail was completely unexpected for that big human." Snooty Poo said, "Yes, Booger Wooger, I'm perplexed, as that human must be too. Do you think the cyclone made the gap?" Booger Wooger said, "No, Snooty, I hear the humans are still waiting for Alfred." Booger Wooger said, "Watch out, Snooty. These little humans are baffled. They spotted us zooming around." Snooty said, "I know, Big Boog. I think they think we're a bit freakish." Booger Wooger said, "Hey, Snooty, here's those mysterious bees again." Snooty said, "Yes, Booger Wooger. It's puzzling how they do a little dance when they get back to their hive." Snooty Poo said, Booger Wooger, doesn't that little human look funny chasing those bubbles?" Booger Wooger said, "Hey, Snooty Poo, some of the bubbles have colours on the edge. They look extraordinary." Snooty Poo said, "Hey, Booger, isn't it remarkable how the wood changes to a different shade when the big human paints the stain on?" Booger Wooger said, "Yes, Snotty Poo, the wood does look slightly different." Snooty Poo said, "Hey, Big Booger, that little human can hear something out of the ordinary. What do you think it might be?" Booger Wooger said, "Well, it's not Alfred. You know, the cyclone that's supposed to make its debut soon. I'm not sure, Snooty, but what the human has made is inexplicable, don't you think?" Snooty Poo said, "Hey, Big Booger, it must be an eerie feeling for the big human, as it doesn't know what will be on the end of the fishing line when it pulls the line out of the water." Booger Wooger said, "Hey, Snooty, do you know once he caught a fish that looked like a banana? Very atypical for a fishy. Sounds very fishy to me, Snotty." Snotty Poo said, "Hey, Booger Wooger, that's very odd that the big human would try and pull that block out." Booger Wooger said, "Yes, Snotty Poo, very unusual indeedy." Booger Wooger said, "Hey, Snotty Poo, now that's uncanny. There weren't any humans at her cafe entrance 5 seconds ago, but now the human has turned around and put in the sign up. There's heaps of humans." Snotty Poo said, "I know, that is funny, Booger. Some of the humans were quite eccentric." Snotty Poo said, "Hey, Booger Wooger, that big human looks surprised." Booger Wooger said, "Yes, Snooty, the little human too looks surprised." Snooty Poo said, "Now, Booger Wooger, the kick that the big human made was very unnatural." Booger Wooger said, "I know, Snooty Poo, completely unaccountable. The ball went forwards and up in the air so high, then suddenly turned around. Very weird, Booger." Booger Wooger said, "Ah, Snooty Poo, things look offbeat up here. The waves are ferocious." Snooty Poo said, "Yes, Booger Wooger, these waves look a bit abnormal. They must be cyclonic waves." Booger Wooger said, "Wow, Snooty Poo, that bubble is unconventional. It didn't break in the human's hand." Snooty Poo said, "Now that's very wacky, Booger. I was so sure that bubbles burst when they hit something." Snooty Poo said, "Oh, Big Booger, those birds are flying so fast. That is very weird, as every type of bird is flying in one direction." Booger Wooger said, "I know, Snooty. They are showing very outlandish behaviour. They must know that Cyclone Alfred is coming soon." Snooty Poo said, "Your turn, humans. You need to put each word in sentences. Peculiar, unfamiliar, captivated, inspired, inquisitive, interested, bizarre, mystifying, baffled, freakish, mysterious, puzzling, remarkable, different, uncanny, eccentric, funny, unnatural, unaccountable, weird, unconventional, wacky." The end. Finished. Goodbye.